Hello, and welcome. Most of us grow up learning how to stay safe. We're taught to follow the rules, avoid trouble, fit in, and keep going no matter how hard life gets. We learn early on that life is something to manage, not something to truly experience. We're trained to survive, and while that has helped us stay alive, it hasn't taught us how to feel alive. Survival is important. It gives us structure. But it's not everything. There's a deeper way to live, one that doesn't depend on always being alert or afraid. This way of living comes from awareness, from knowing, in a quiet and powerful way, who and what we really are. Awareness isn't about thinking hard or having all the answers. It's not about being perfect or being better than anyone else. It's about being awake to the moment you're in and to the truth behind the surface of things. Most people don't live from this place. They live from habit, from fear, from pressure. But some people throughout history have shown us another way. They didn't fight against life. They didn't run from it either. They simply lived with deep attention, deep presence. They lived in alignment with what is real, not just what is urgent. So what does it mean to live with awareness? It starts with this: understanding that you are not just your thoughts. You are not your emotions. You are not the roles you play or the things you own. These things are part of your experience. Yes, but they are not the center of who you are. Who are you really then? You are the awareness behind all of it. You are the one who notices your thoughts, feels your emotions, and sees the changes of life. That noticing presence, that quiet observer, that is you. And that part of you is not touched by fear, success, failure, or time. It simply is. The body needs food. The mind needs understanding. The heart needs connection. These are real. But behind all of them is the silent presence that watches. It does not want anything. It just is. And when you start to live from that place, even just a little, you begin to experience life in a completely different way. Imagine this. You're stuck in traffic. You're late. Your mind starts racing, your body gets tense. This is survival mode. You're reacting to a challenge as if it's a threat. But if you pause, even for one breath, and simply notice the tension, notice the thoughts without judging them, something shifts. You move from reacting to observing. You begin to return to awareness. This doesn't mean ignoring your responsibilities. It doesn't mean pretending bad things don't happen. It means living from a deeper foundation. It means handling life from clarity, not from panic. You can still go to work, care for your family, follow your dreams. But the difference is in how you move through these things. Are you driven by fear, by the need to prove yourself, by the feeling of not being enough? Or are you moving from presence, from a calm sense of inner wholeness? Let's look at survival mode a bit closer. It's that feeling of always needing to be on, always thinking ahead, always trying to fix something. It's the voice that says you'll be okay when you get that job, when they like you, when you have more money, when you finally fix yourself. But that one never really comes. Living like this can make us feel exhausted and disconnected. We keep chasing something, thinking it will bring peace. But peace doesn't come from reaching a certain goal. Peace comes from being connected to what's true right now. Living with awareness means turning away from constant chasing and turning toward what is already here. It means being honest with yourself, gentle with your feelings, and open to what life brings. It doesn't mean you never get upset. You will still feel stress, sadness, and fear. But now, instead of getting lost in them, you watch them. You let them come and go. You stop identifying with every emotion as who you are. You start to recognize them as passing clouds in a much bigger sky. This awareness is not something you create. It's already here. It's what's left when all the noise in your head quiets down. And you don't need to do anything special to access it. You just need to notice it. Try this. The next time you're feeling overwhelmed, stop for a moment. Don't try to solve the problem right away. Just notice the feelings in your body. Notice your breath. Let everything be exactly as it is. You're not trying to get rid of the discomfort, you're just meeting it with presence. That simple act changes everything. You begin to see that you're not trapped. You're not the story your mind keeps repeating. You're not limited to your past or your fears. You're something far more steady and open. You are the space in which life happens. When you live from this space, relationships change too. In survival mode, other people can feel like competition or danger. You might judge them or try to impress them or hide from them. But in awareness, you begin to see people as they really are, human beings, just like you, doing their best, feeling their own fears, carrying their own stories. This makes you more compassionate, more patient. You start to listen more deeply. You become less reactive. Instead of defending yourself, you become curious. You meet people not with roles or masks, but with presence. This isn't always easy. There will be days when you slip back into old habits, when your mind takes over again. That's okay. That's part of being human. The key is not to fight with yourself. The key is to gently return, over and over again. Each moment is a fresh chance to come back to presence. There are small ways to practice this every day. When you're walking, actually feel your steps. When you're talking with someone, really listen. When you're eating, taste your food. These simple moments are gateways to awareness. You don't need to wait for a perfect moment. You can wake up in the middle of your ordinary life. You don't need to leave society, move to the mountains, or give up your job. Awareness is not about escaping life. It's about being fully in it, but without losing yourself in it. Even your mistakes become part of the path. You don't need to be perfect to live from awareness. You just need to be honest. You need to be willing to pause, to breathe, to look inside with kindness. This is not about adding something to your life. It's about removing what hides the truth. It's not about building a new identity. It's about discovering what was never separate from you in the first place. You are not just someone trying to survive. You are life itself, flowing, aware, open. And when you know this, you begin to feel a kind of quiet strength inside. It doesn't come from control. It comes from trust. Trust that life knows what it's doing. Trust that you don't have to hold everything together all the time. Trust that your worth is not something you earn, it's something you are. And from this trust, real change happens. Not because you're forcing it, but because you're no longer blocking it. Peace becomes possible. Connection becomes natural. Joy returns, not the loud, flashy kind, but the soft, steady kind that doesn't depend on circumstances. So remember this, the goal is not to escape survival. The goal is to grow beyond it, to see it for what it is, a useful tool, but not the whole story. You can thank your survival instincts for getting you here, But now it's time to live from something deeper. Start small. Right now, feel your breath. Feel your body sitting or standing. Notice the sounds around you. Notice your thoughts without chasing them. All of this is happening in awareness. And that awareness is you. You were never just here to make it through. You were always meant to wake up, to live with eyes open and heart steady, to meet each moment as it comes with nothing to prove and nothing to hide. You don't have to do anything special to find this awareness. You just have to remember it, come back to it, live from it. And when you do, life becomes less of a fight and more of a gift. You're not here to survive your life, you're here to know it, to feel it, to be it fully, honestly, and beautifully. And you don't have to wait. The time is now. Thank you for watching.